I don't have any friends, like, at all. I just graduated high school like 2 weeks ago, and it made me realize how little friends I have. I know I said I have no friends at all, but I guess I have friends, but I feel like they don't consider me their friends, and I don't really consider them my friends either, because I feel like a friend is somebody who is there for you, somebody who listens to you and considers you their friend too. And I feel like none of my friends have been that. I don't think I've ever been listened to by them in the way that I want to, at least. I think we have definitely had conversations, but they were very like surface level conversations. They were never like anything further than that. I think even my friends, or the people who I called my friends, I don't think they ever really knew me. Even my friend who I had a friend who had been my friend since second grade, and I don't think she ever really knew me. And we were friends for 8 years. And I think that's a really crazy amount of time. But even that friendship was like very surface level. So I feel like I'd consider myself to not have friends at all. All of my friends, they have their own friend groups, and I don't think I've ever belonged to like a friend group. Especially having moved into my new school during my junior year of high school. I had that year and then my senior year, so I felt kind of rushed. And I feel like by senior year, everybody is already set onto their friends. They've already like clinged onto their groups, morphed into their groups. So everybody who's like alone is kind of like standing out. I guess like that's kind of what I felt like, especially during like all the senior events and graduation. Like all the senior events, none of my friends or my friends invited me to be with them. They never like texted me, hey, where are you, are you coming? No, because they were thinking about other people. So I was never included in that, so I had to do all those things by myself. um and I think it hit me the most during graduation. I saw everybody with their friends, especially after graduation, and all of my friends gathered together to take a picture, and I was never invited into the photo. And even a couple days earlier than that, we had like this event where you could like paint your hand and like put it on the wall, write your name on it with your friend, and then take like Polaroid pictures. I was the one who was asked to take the photo of them, and I think that's so disrespectful. And I genuinely like, I cannot believe it. Like, I can't believe you don't realize it. I can't believe people don't realize like when they're leaving somebody out. And I don't know if it's just that I'm like so aware of my surroundings, or like what is going on. Like, how do you not notice you're leaving somebody out? How do you like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like I think that's so disrespectful. I think that's like, this is disrespectful. And I think when I would see my friends, I keep saying my friends, the people who I called my friends, leaving somebody out, I would always try to include them back in. Even though I was never really included, I would always try to like talk to them, because I know how it feels. It's such a horrible feeling. I don't know how people can do that to a person. But I guess they're just so caught up in the moment. I don't think they're intentionally doing it. I think it's more that they don't realize they're doing it. I don't think anybody would intentionally do that. But I think that's also like kind of painful that they don't realize that they're doing it, because how do you tell them, right? Anyways, I was never really included into those things and those activities, and I kind of drifted away from like my closest friends. So yeah, even my best friend. So I graduated basically alone. And right after the ceremony, I remember just going straight home. I didn't take pictures with any of my friends, and they haven't really reached out to me since. So yeah. And I'm like kind of terrified, because now like if I could barely maintain friendships or like have real friendships outside of school, how am I gonna have friendships? I mean, inside of school, how am I gonna have friendships outside of school? I'm scared. Hopefully, when I get a job, I'll meet new people. Um, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, bye.